Okay, and okay.
Are you sharing something?
Yeah. Okay, we already read it with you about some parts of our strategy. I adding some details. If I notes them, I read this more clearly. Okay.
There it is.
Oh, okay. It's this result of one idea about positioning. If you have arguments, you cannot be unright.
Yes.
Yeah, if I have some arguments, I'm right. You can say your arguments. Yes. And we need to make arguments in our discussions. And one of arguments, we really create free R&D laboratory where we try, test many mechanics in the start of the market at all. When some teams try make one project, we understand in this currently situation we need make more and more experiments, and result of these experiments, like acknowledge, it is the most powerful and most valued things we can get from this type of action currently now. And we are created free R&D studio with collaboration, for example, with British Academy, which educate art and design, and we create a VR laboratory inside, and students are taste some experience, create a review, create their own design. For example, we have R&D laboratory which create free VR games every 3 months, and we control free team process at the moment to make some different prototyping which test mechanics or visualization for virtuality. And when we make it, we can't understand why we make it, making it. Because we want to acknowledge what's mechanics works, what doesn't, and all this knowledge we attract and combine in our self studio that name Lala. We are create consortium. It's important things for simplifying our discussion. For some positions, we tell about us like a studio, but in currently name what we are and how we are positioning, how we act. We are a consortium. What is it, consortium? Voila, it is consortium. Consortium это окей, здесь трудный текст, но он методологически выверенный. То есть здесь внимание уделено каждому слову, которое раскрывает очень четкое значение в определении, что такое консорциум. И консорциум — это соучастие или сообщество То есть это организационная форма временного объединения независимых предприятий и организаций с целью координации их предпринимательской деятельности.
Got it. Sounds good.
Да. Консорциум может создаваться для осуществления крупного капиталоемкого проекта или для совместного размещения займа. Внутри консорциума роли распределяются таким образом, чтобы каждый участник работал в той сфере деятельности, в которой он достиг наивысшего технического уровня при наименьших издержках производства.
It sounds like a little bit like a turquoise company, бирюзовые компании. It's it's a similar concept, I think. In Silicon Valley, there
in any part, but company, organization, consortium, studio, it is different object on the market. They act in different way. For example, NKO, they make something without некоммерческая организация.
Yes, non-profit organization.
Yeah, and they act like an non-profit organization. Another company, they are business. They have some model. They have some goals and government regulation, like in business. And consortium, it is another object. Because why this is currently position for us important? Because if I meet very impressive, very cool artists, great, who are create user experience design, for example, if I said, hello, I am the business, he looked at me like an
profit.
I buy you, I want you to work on me, or I want to work to you. What's happening currently? But in this positioning, we currently tells we can cooperate in these rules, and we can together create some very big profitable product. Yeah,
experiences. I would even say that these are experiences.
Yeah, and our goals make a connection to all creators in this type of market, to create some consortium, and every new participants, grow our responsibility, and in this case, we can control quality on the market and expand this quality.
Yeah, and I think cooperation in this case, rather than competition, it gives another result. Like cooperation always gives synergy. Like I have one, you have one, but when we unite and we like this communication, we cooperate, something happens between us, like a synergy. So 1 + 1 becomes 3. This is what I want in strategy also. Like everybody wins, win-win, but at the same time, something in between is created, like some new value.
Nice.
Just because you have different motivation, different vision of the world in such cooperation, like, you know, a consortium.
Yeah,
I like the strategy. This is very, very much in line with what I think about business.
Yeah.
And not even business. This is like a new form of reality. I want to push this to I think I like this very much, because people now are used to this monetary systems like banking systems, and they go to work. They are like just another brick in the wall, and it stops the potential of people from revealing. Because I remember that a huge difference in Russian market and American market, where in America, because I felt that I get more money than I deserved in Russia, I worked, in a different perspective, different way, and I revealed many qualities that I would never reveal here, because I'm stuck. I think that my personality is not respected. That's why I don't create that personality, new, better one. So I think this cooperation system is respectful to other people, like to partners and to participants. And I think it should be very beneficial. I think the market is ready for that as well, because sometimes ideas are great, but the market is not ready. Like those coffee shops for example, in my city and other smaller cities, like 4 or 5 years ago, we talked about this business, like to open the coffee shop, and we counted the numbers and we decided it's not a good plan because the market is not that much, like it's not that big, those people who love coffee. But over some time, people changed and the market changed, and that opened so many opportunities for new small businesses. So I think there's always like this synergy that is going on. You just have to catch the flow, catch the energy source. Yeah, cool. Continue, please.
Yeah. And our goals on this year, our goal, build a globally consortium UX UI design for compiled from market positioning. And we want work at the project which amazed and expand line of technology possibilities on the, for example, game industry market. There have few company which create so powerful result like a product that their games launch like a promo game to some console. For example, Naughty Dogs create Last of Us like an inclusive project for PlayStation, because in this project they use all of possibilities of technology, create the mostly better that can be.
Yes, and I like it very much. Like I think this is the future, because we have, when you said technology, I think that's not the case what we have. There are many technologies nowadays, but we lack innovation. Innovation is when you use these technologies for something and give it to people. And I think that's the main thing that we need. Like Elon Musk, what he did, electric cars existed forever, like for a lot of time. But he took this technology and put it into innovation so that way people can use it and it can become our reality. So I think this is great. I think we can push the boundaries towards that way, because I see what you like this sphere of VR, AR, XR. These are like very, very big potential future outlets for development of human, I think, not just technologies, not just entertainment. And I think we have the similar vision that it could help people become better, happier, and step to the next level of development.
Exactly. And our currently steps to this year, we need to make some steps to achieve this. And we have a few main points, and inside these main points we have some details. For example, partnership. We need to create a process which attract to us new partners. We have two types. We have partners like a partners in participant in consortium and new projects. It is two processes. They can
create for us, and they can get.
Yeah, они могут накладываться, вот как по-английски.
Overlay.
Overlay. Yeah, they can overlay each other. But it is two type of partners.
Yes.
And we need create some process which attract these people. We need will be participant in some lecture, in some events. We can make some action to meet with these participants.
Potential partners.
Yeah, potential partners. And now we have 33 hypotheses about our actions, tactics. We all discuss our strategy, and we have 33 tactics how we can act. And it is looks like 3 of variations what we are doing, in which type of markets we can go. And our first hypothesis, it is also studio which creates augmented reality glasses. Because we understand it is position which influence on the market. If we are partners with this position, it is helpful for us, for
human. And for the market, because you get the technology at the resource, so that way you direct the development, which is good.
Yeah.
Can we get access to these documents that I can go through and get more information about these hypotheses, like theories, or some information that I can, learn a little bit more?
Yeah, of course. And about our tactics, we need control our contacts. If we meet with many people, we need some process which save these contacts in currently view. And okay.
You stopped talking. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Waiting.
You were
waiting. Yeah, waiting. And we at this moment have save our contacts in CRM on the platform ClickUps. We can look at our contacts in different perspective. And at this moment, we are on send our presentation, our offer, for example, 2,000 people in discussion now with 21 company. We waiting some answer or material with 9 company, and 50 company says directly no. For example, they are not working with outsource in any case, and they are going on archive. And we are work on our CRM, and in this year we need grow our contact base on 4K objects in a CRM. If we went on all theory, 33 theory, we achieve these these persons. Yeah.
Got it. How do you use these hypotheses? Like for each contact, or 4K contacts, you use different strategies to see what results are?
All these contacts I collect with two theory. First of it is hypothesis about augmented reality glasses, and I, for example, take HoloLens, and I think, okay, HoloLens, interesting company, how I can get many contacts with interesting people at once. I need to find some bubble on the market where I can find them and find some. Yeah,
I disconnected for some reason.
Yeah, and
so you collected all the contacts according to strategy, right?
Yeah. And I think, okay, maybe on the sites I can, or about HoloLens, I can find company which are in partnership with HoloLens, like Microsoft company. And few steps, and I found tons of contacts, company with sites and describing what they are doing and what they want, and contacts for partnership. And I contact to them in the LinkedIn, and we discuss some partnership. Sometimes I send presentation video, or we discuss just market. It's more about situation. We draw with my wife a cat.
Yeah, got it. What's again? What did you draw?
This cat.
Once again, I didn't hear.
We
there it is, a cat. Did you say with your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, finally, you mentioned your wife. In VR, I always talk about my husband. He's like almost a what was it? Simple.
Yeah. Okay. And also I have a sister. I have a sister, and now my sister in the jail in the Belarus, and we draw this cat currently for her, and he is this brave cat. He know what he is doing, but many people can help this cat, but cat in the normal. He know
a brave cat
doing. Yeah. Currently, it is our perspective on the window. I am now looking on this view. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow. It looks like Caucasus, like my home.
Nice. And
we didn't go to sleep tonight at 4 o'clock. We were listening to music and heard some birds singing so loudly. I'm like, oh, shut off the music. Let's listen to the birds. There were like 50 or 60 birds singing and like in the morning. That was very interesting. I wonder what they were talking about.
Cool.
Anyway,
cool.
So
in last in the previous week, in the previous summer, every morning I listen the bird pituch at the morning.
Yes, I remember we used to have the what was it, rooster in my house where I grew up, and my sister slept at that side, and she said every morning at the same time, 4 o'clock something, he started signaling, and then every 15 minutes he would continue like an actual that's an actual alarm clock for older people.
And about any idea I want to share with you now. We need to make next step on our discussion with company which create augmented reality glasses, magically PayPal, Facebook, Snapchat, and first look at partnership option. Maybe it's just a button and we can be a partner and receive some cool device and contracts. Why not? Second, we can we need create inner structure in each company who is in this company cool guy and be help interesting for us. For example, lead UX designers, product owners, CEO, that guy, and connect with them in LinkedIn, connect with their friends in LinkedIn, tell them about us, show our results, and look at, for example, which event they are visited, and visit this event too, because for example, if the art director of Apple participant in some art festival, I think it is the interesting festival. Why not?
Yes, I agree. Especially with your academic background, with this R&D department, you could have some interesting lectures and interesting events.
Yeah, it is part of our strategy. It is part of our positioning. If our positioning, we are participant in events in university, in some conference, and we tell about UX UI design. We have a lot of experience about tell about our methodology, because we teach about them in British school, for example. And we already have we now finished our course in this year. It is third years third course in British University, in which we teach UX UI design. Yeah, and we have material, and we have some partnership with Scream School and Geekbrain. In Geekbrain, we can just tell about UX UI design, and in Scream School we can create one of our inner project. We have our inner project that name Believing. Believing. It is famous Russian illustrator.
Can you show some references? What you're?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Believe.
And we already 30 years. It is we 3 years, steps by steps, create a little work to this project, because it is some sort of our experimental artist field where we can attract all our knowledge about experience, and we are dedicated this experience Russian artist Bilibin and Russian tale and mythology. We want to take this culture and bring them to a new reality. For example, yeah, and if you saw Bilibin art, it is
not. I'm gonna Google later.
And it is amazing, because for me it's some sort of iconopis, because it is about symbol, about some fractals, and he
I see the floor there. Yeah, it's fractal. Yeah, waves, and like in Japanese art.
Yeah. And we want to create this project for currently augmented reality glasses. Our self project, like an augmented reality story tale, where you can create Russian tales around you. You can create the window with Nalishnik in your wall, open and look at the tales. And
oh yeah, like in that. Got it. I'm also interested in mythology, and I like this idea of taking different ethnic mythologies and ethnic symbolics, and putting it into something, translate it into something very understandable for every person, because all people still have this spiritual need, but many of today's world, they lost this ethnic, how do I say, ethnic heritage. And I think for me, it's paying respect to your own culture, because you know it, you grew up with this culture, and sharing this culture that in that way that other people can intuitively understand it and don't see it as something alien. Oh, this is
exactly
from Russia, and this is not interesting. Translate it to any person.
exactly. I grew with these tales. In last year, I lived in the forest, in the forest house, and in this house, I bring that all my childhood books, and it is stillage of yeah, of tales which my father and mother read me, and I amazed. I look at I find believe also, and I so grateful I have this experience. I don't remember them at all, little maybe but I feel this attention, I feel this influence on me, and I want expand this part of my soul also.
Yes, I agree with you. Oops, very much.
Yeah, and currently we are making now the scene about Żartica, Żarbird.
Yeah, Żartica, I think that sounds much better. Very authentic. Yeah, I wanted to show you the little film that I was showing 2 events ago on in VR. I created an event for this goal like 2 weeks ago, and I talked about my the symbology behind this little cartoon. Unfortunately, I didn't think that people were very interested, and there were not many people. But I had very interesting conversation with Helion. Maybe you remember him. He writes some books. Remember?
Helion, and which books he write?
He talks about very many different things like space, because he's an astronomer and software engineer. So he talks about space, about different things. And then he gathered a lot of mythology about ancient cultures, like Egyptian culture and what came before that, like megalithic structures that were, 20,000 years, like 12,000 years old. And we talked about these different things. And I showed my video, and that was so shocking for me that he said, "Oh, do you happen to live close to Kabardino-Balkaria?" I'm like, "Wow, somebody knows about Kabardino-Balkaria." And we talked about some secret almost things about the archaeological things here that people found. And that was a very huge coincidence, which was very curious to me. And I thought maybe this is going to be the way to creating this. I have these ideas of using these characters, using this mythology for a Nartsky epos, which is my heritage, like the cultural heritage. I would like to use in my head, I wanted to use these characters and their features, their qualities into a new form, like art form, or maybe illustration, maybe game. Game would be perfect because the heritage is more about fighting, about traveling, about like Odyssey type thing. So that's a very good type, I think, for gaming. So this is one of the things I wanted to show you.
Okay, so it's very interesting.
I want your opinion on this. I wanted to send it to you. I wanted to understand how much it calls to you, like, because this is different. It looks a little bit different. That's why I was curious, how does it attract you? Because it should be universal. People should feel that, oh, this is some new stuff, but it feels like it's my own stuff as well.
Yeah. And currently with Geekbrains and Scream School, I think we can make some collaboration to create this first demo with 3D, with interaction, with all design, and we can make this promo for like a pitch for this augmented reality company which creates a device.
Cool.
Oh, also currently now in British University, we create a conceptual design or about augmented reality from Apple glasses, and we are thinking how interaction in these glasses will be looked, and we make visualization about ecosystem, about how you can interact with your menu, how you can interact with apps, and currently we decide on apps to describe more, and we choose Apple Meditation. In Apple Watch, you can start a little meditation, and it is inside inner Apple product, and they create some minute of awareness, and it is some sort of part of your health. And we take this idea and expand on new reality, on concept, how you look at something, breathing, and feel healthy. And we think how we can find some idea why you are meditated with open eyes. And we connect training for eyes with breathing. And when you look at some part of your room where grow this virtual reality flower, you are created a new portal in this world to another world. For example, in the lake where you can listen to the birds.
Yeah, I think maybe also like different people like different locations. When you ask them like, what is your peace place? There are 4 or 5 standard locations that people choose depending on their personality. Some people choose the beach, some people choose forest, or maybe a cave. So maybe you could create also different types of illustrations for types of people who choose different things.
Yeah,
just a thought.
I think the most important things on this meeting I tell you, because we need our positioning, we need how we achieve, and currently now we will meet with people from this category of company which created IR devices, or they are cool creators, and we can meet like a consortium participants.
Got it.
It's my strategy now.
Sounds good.
What do you think? What do you think? Do you have some question?
Of course, I have a lot of questions. That's why I'm still listening. This is the strategy. So if you give me more information on each branch, each point of the demonstrations that you had for me, that would be good, because I'm new to this niche, technological niche, and I don't even have my headset. I think that it's very much high time for me to take these headsets, because I can imagine some things in my head and I think, oh, this would be great, that would be great, but still I need my immersive device to understand that.
I agree. And I think it is one of right reason for communication, because, for example, I want to take for common team Apple glasses, and Snapchat glasses. The Snapchat glasses are amazing. I want them. They are
Like
really cool.
out.
And I think, okay, how I can do it? Because, for example, when I France first publication about magic leaps are started. They make some first demo with augmented reality object in the reels. They are start sales devices, and they cost like an 3 or 5 K. And I think, okay, what I need to do to get them, because in my pocket I doesn't have on this time 3 or 5 K for device.
Yes, because this is R&D mostly, and it's going to take some time. It doesn't have immediate profit.
Oh, yeah. It is not. It is no. It is not point for me. I understand.
I know. This is
they
my
are created. If they are create something, if they are make the first step for all market, all humanity. Imagine this: all humanity first time look at glasses on this level and feel immersive experience. If they have not a perfect result in graphics, okay, but it is first step, and it's like a first fire in humanity history.
Yeah, but I think also the quality is very important, but sometimes there are ways, like in Altspace or other devices, sometimes you can find those key things that are not very difficult to create, but at the same time they look nice. That's sometimes the perfect combination. Sometimes the good
yeah, I agree. And on the end of this story, I find 2 projects. One about me design for people for which people we boom boom one project about how it name.
What do they do?
I think it is a story for another meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. Azi, thank you. I grateful for our meeting. I like to share with you some strategy and make our steps.
Yeah, I love the strategy. I feel I resonate with it a lot, but I still I want to find the middle between the goals and the actual reality. So I'm thinking about it. I think this is all I do all the time. Like, how do I get this stuff? And it kind of gives me anxiety sometimes. But I believe that together we can create that value. We can create that reality. Yes, I really am waiting for that and hoping that I could be helpful with that.
Yeah, let's do it.